How's it going there, guys? James here from Butler Farms, out here on a Saturday getting some things done, kind of wrapping up kind of a multi-stage thing. If you remember, we did these little cages around the trees to keep the animals off of it. Like I told you in that video, if the deer want to come through and tear up the upper limbs, there's not a lot I can do about that, but we had to get those big ugly cages out of here and do something different, because it's impossible also to get inside that ring and work. So what we're out here doing today is putting the mulch around the bottom of the trees, and you can see we've already gotten this one done. Now, I came out last week and took all the stuff down, took all the cages down, and I ran out of time to go back and get some mulch and finish it. The place that we buy mulch from, on Saturdays they close at 12, and so I made as many runs as I could to get the mulch around the house plants up there and the flower beds and stuff done. But I ran out of time, and as you've seen in other people's videos, and as I've said, if you leave something uncovered, Mother Nature's going to cover it up. And so I want to show you, you can see what that one looks like, and of course the cage keeps the mulch off the trunk of the tree. You don't want to pile stuff up around the trunk of the tree, that's just going to cause rot. But you can see also what happens in a week's time. When I took these original cages down, I came through and weed eated all of this, and I mean down to the bare earth. And you can see in 1 week what this junk has done. And if I was to pile mulch back on top of that, I stand no chance of being able to keep that out. You saw on that other tree how deep that mulch was, and that's very important to keep the weeds down. But if I just simply pile it on top of this that's out here right now, there's no chance that I'll keep the weeds out. So I'm coming back through and weed eating it again. There is a problem though, because I went ahead before that rain we got last week and put out this organic fertilizer, and you see I fertilize it pretty heavy. So when I come through and weed eat, obviously it's throwing some of that out of there, but I mean, it's not throwing enough of it out, because I poured the organic fertilizer to it. I usually fertilize 2 to even 3 times a year. I hope I put enough on it this time at the beginning that this is the only time, because I would really like to keep it covered up and keep the weeds out of it. So I'll come through and weed eat this. I've already done the other ones down through there, but I wanted to show you what 1 week of growth, especially with this fertilizer laying here that's been rained on a couple of times and has already started to soak in, and even though it's slow because it's that weaker organic fertilizer, you can see how it's already popped up. We also have another problem coming this week. We've had, and I've told you this before, in Alabama, we don't have a true winter anymore. We have some cold where it'll get real bad cold, but it doesn't stay long. And this whole week we've been in the mid to upper 70s. I think yesterday I saw 77 is what I was, and I'm out here today sweating in a short sleeve shirt. It's still only about halfway through the month of February, a little past halfway. So this is not good, because as you can see, I don't know if there's a Bradford pear right over here and all this junk that's already blooming out. And if you ride up and down the roads, everything's blooming out. My azaleas up at the house are even starting to bud, and that worries me a little bit because I'm afraid this stuff is going to bud out, and then we're going to get hit again. Some years we'll have a snow as late as late March or even April. And if my fruit trees go ahead and bud out, that is not good news if we get hit with a freeze. Next week, for most of the week, we're going to struggle to even get to 50 degrees during the day. Most days the high is going to be in the mid 40s. So all of this stuff that's blooming out, they may take a hit, but I'm pretty positive that the cold weather is not gone. But this is probably going to be one of those years where we go through kind of extremes until it gets itself figured out. But I just wanted to show you that we've taken those big ugly cages down. We've put these smaller cages up. Not only does it keep the deer off of it, but it's also going to keep the mulch from getting up around that tree. But the main point here is if you're clearing a place to plant a fruit tree or something else, and if you don't cover it, Mother Nature will. And so you've got to stay on top of it and use the time that you had. It was supposed to be raining all day today, so I didn't even think I was going to get this done today. But we're going to get this knocked out. We've got some help out here with me today, and we're going to finish this up and then move on to something else that's on my list to do. That long wintertime list that doesn't feel like wintertime, but it's that time of year to get that stuff done. So I'm going to leave it right there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend about us. We're still growing. And until next time, we love you. God bless you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.